Hello friends, today is the 19th of November 2017 and I want to speak about my day that already finished. Uh, Today I want to install uh, this device, ventilator, and I have the wire, copper cable, copper wire with characteristic with 1.5 square characteristic, and I wanted to install this device in the bathroom. What's theme of the bathroom and other conditions I have, and I want to say that I'm not an electric specialist, electrician. I'm not an electrician specialist. And here the scheme, how uh, how can be seen initial conditions in the corridor and in bus. Here is switches box that can switch off electricity, switch on electricity in the different places, in the bathroom, in the toilet, in the kitchen, and upper light, uh, bottom light, and here is a counter which counts electricity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we switch off the lights and won't be use electricity, the counter won't be working, and so we uh, we won't have to pay money for electricity. Okay, this is a counter, this is the switches box, and the next point here in the corridor, this is a patch panel box. Um, I returned here. Here the switch that can switch off the light in the bathroom and switch on the light in the bathroom. Switch. And here the bathrooms. In the bathroom there is a lamp which can uh, which can produce the light when switch is on, and the light is not uh, uh, shining if the switch in the off position. Okay, and here the tube, in the bathroom with air communication. Air can goes outside from this tube. This is a wall in the bathroom, and why I decided to set up in this point the ventilator, because when in the bathroom somebody takes a bath, use the shower with much amount of water, warm water, it is warmy, not warmy, but there is a humidity of this the humidity of this room is rising, and it is a good it is a good environment for uh, for for mold and mold when mold is appeared, it is very bad because the mold is the first reason of all diseases uh, in the in a human. So it is very important to remove uh, extra humidity because there is the two factors which um, produce mold: humidity and warmness. And here the best environment if somebody took the shower. And because of this, it is possible. It is important to set up ventilator here, and I decided to install it. And with this scheme, I'm not a specialist, and I'm not an electrician specialist, but I did some things, some installing some lamps in the different places of the flat, and I have some experience, but I am not a specialist. And I bought the one, and I have a problem with connection this ventilator to electricity. I didn't know how to connect it because I need to install the wire here to this point, and I didn't initially see all this picture, and what I decided to do, I I took a video with showing that I have this place like a switches box. I have a bathroom like this. I have a counter like this, and I need to set up a ventilator. And I didn't know from which I didn't find the patch panel uh, in the initial moment of uh, my this action, and I thought that I have to find the patch panel, and if I couldn't I couldn't find this patch panel, I have to use some counter and not a counter, the place near the counter with also wires, and I thought that maybe it is possible to take electricity just from here and install it directly to the van. And I thought that I install the switch button to turn off, turn on ventilator just near the ventilator. And I took a video with my bathroom, with my and I put and I create the task in the internet. I know about some sites, maybe in English also there is. In Russian there is a site udo.ru, and it is possible to create some tasks and other people can help. And I describe the situation, and I attach my video, attach link to the video, and I find the specialist. On the other hand, to be correctly, the specialist find me, and he wrote me that how can I help you, maybe what we have to do. And I say that I want to understood. I want to understood, and maybe it is possible. And after that, I can do this. And today I have a consultation. I have a consultation. I had a consultation with Sergey. Sergey, thank you very much. And Sergey um, answered for all my questions. Uh, Before the consultation, I found patch panel box, and I took a photo, and I sent the photo to Sergey, and we discussed with Sergey how the one can be installed, how can be wires can be installed, and how the switch can be installed. And there were Sergey proposed two options with using existing switch, using it when in the bathroom light is switched on. Also, ventilator will be work. Also will be switched on. And if switch is off, also ventilator is off, and it is okay. And there are two different kinds of ventilators. One kind of ventilators have just connection with two wires, and here the ventilator, one kind of ventilators have connection with two wires, one with the fast, and the second one with the zero. It is about electricity 220 volts, uh, like in Russian. Also, it is there is one more classification, but it is next about wires in the alternative current networks. Uh, in general, as told me Sergey, in general, the blue wire is the zero, green or yellow is the ground wire, and here it is just two wires, and this kind of ventilators just start working when switch is on, and immediately stops working when switch is off. And there is and there is additional kind of ventilator with three wires. Uh, One is zero, the second one with the phase, and the third one also with the phase. And for one of the phase should be installed switcher, switch like this. Here, for example, here maybe switch, and in the previous kind of ventilator, switch also on the fast, place it on the fast, and in the current version of the ventilator there is three wires, and when switch is on, the ventilator starts working, and when switch is off, the ventilator don't stop working. They just mm, continue continues continue working, and after some time, for example 2 or 3 minutes, the ventilator is off, and this achieved by the second phase, which can supply electricity. And this is useful when this ventilator is connected to general switch, to the common switch with the light. So when light is on, ventilator is on and light is on. Somebody can use bathroom and take a shower, and after somebody finished this procedure and uh, go back from the bathroom, he or she switched on, switched off the light, and during some additional amount of time, 2 or 3 minutes, ventilator continue working, just to remove additional humidity, and it is good. And I think that maybe also if during this time somebody returned back to the bathroom and switch on again, then the ventilator won't be stopped, and starts during this time. The ventilator just continue working, and maybe it is bad for ventilator. So and also there is additional modification of the ventilator with not 220 volt, but with just 12 volts, like in automobiles. And for this case can be used step down, so-called step down transformator. He installed in between the ventilator and the network with 220 volts. So the additional device, and I asked the specialist in which cases is better to set up 12 volts device in the bathroom, or 220 volts. And the specialist says that because of the humidity, this because of the humidity, it is a bit dangerous to set up devices in the bathroom with the high electricity. With the high, I mean 220, and because of this, sometimes is installed 12 volts devices, but in the proper case, the transformator should be installed outside of the bathroom, in order that humidity will not impact the transformator. And it is pretty hard, but maybe it's possible. And also it is not too good not good to have two devices, because transformator can broke down sometime in the future, after some time, and there is more chances to to broke the system if devices is more. So when you have one device, it is more reliable. When you have many devices, chain of devices, one of them is broken and all the chain is broken. And because of this, it is handy to use just one ventilator with 220 volts. But I have a problem today. Uh, for me, for me is brought uh, erroneously. There was a mistake in this internet store, and I ordered 212 volts ventilator, and for me. Was brought the ventilator with 12 volts, and I couldn't install this. There is a picture with 12 volts, and it was mistake. I have to replace this. I thought that I can found the transformator, and but there is a problem. To which point I have to install this transformator, and about the connection scheme, we discussed with Sergey that it is possible to connect with using the main switch. I thought that maybe it is good to set up additional switch, separate, non-dependent from the main switch, the main bathroom switch. But for this case, it is in this case, in case of separate switch, additional wire must be installed from the patch panel. And if the switch, if the common switch will be used, bathroom switch, in this case the wires already installed that goes from patch panel to the lamp can be reused. Can be used also for ventilator, and to install the ventilator, it is necessary to just connect to the light. I have two wires that goes to the ventilator, not three. So we discussed all cases, but maybe it is better to replace this ventilator to three wires version. I will thought, I will think. Uh, the first case, when connection will be prepared based on the lamp. So we have to just install additional cable that goes from the lamp. Zero and fuzz, and that's all. The switcher will turn off ventilator and light, and also turn off in case if there will be in case if the ventilator would have just three wires. In this case we have to use another wire, the third, and we see in the patch panel that actually the wires, the cable, one cable has um, wires inside. So I uh, showed example. This is a cable, and here in the cable there is actually two wires, two in this cable. Also, there is cables with three wires inside. One cable can supply three wires, and we saw that in my page panel there are cables with three wires inside. So uh, to connect ventilator with three wires, also it is possible to reuse this cable, but actually one wire that goes from patch panel to the light actually not used, because for uh, installing the light, for connecting the light, uh, uh, only two wires actually used, and the third one is not used. So it can be reused for transmitting additional fuzz from the patch panel, and this wire must be connected with some wire with fuzz, and from the light this wire should be connected to ventilator, and it is a fuzz. So as the second fuzz is on the switch, and it is okay. This stream is okay. And another case, if I want to install separate button, separate switch. In this case, I have to install new cable from patch panel. I have to make I have to make the hole between the corridor and bathroom to put the cable inside from patch panel. And in this case, I and here the scheme, the new scheme with the new cable which goes from patch panel. This is a new cable with three wires in the cable, and here to the patch panel already I have to find two wires with fuzz and one wire with zero, and I connected this cross connected these cables in the patch panel box like this, and on one face, on one pass, I can install the switch, and the rest wires I connect to the van and also from the switch. In case of three wires and only two wires in case of the two wires in the ventilator. So I understood that it is possible to do in this way. And also please be careful when you work with electricity, because it's very dangerous. You have to switch off the main the main the switches in the main switcher box, in order not to get harm, not to be in order not to be heated by electricity. It's very important. Be careful. And I also asked the master how to change the place of the switch. Here I have a switch for the bathroom, and I decided to move it, to change its location, like a bit left here, uh, and how it is possible to do. And I prepared the scheme how it can be connected. Here there is already light lamp with a light, which have already cable connected to the light, with two wires in the cable, with zero and the phase. And I have already patch panel box with in which comes some fuzz, many wires with fuzz and many wires with zeros. And I have to install a new switch. I don't want to broke some. I don't want to broke some wallpapers, and because of this, I just think that it is possible to just use cable and connect this new cable with patch panel, from patch panel, with the new switch. And how it is how this scheme of connection looks. uh, Here the new cable with two wire, one wire, two wires, second wire. This is a fuzz. So I connect in the patch panel fuzz to fuzz, to fuzz of the lighter, and the second fuzz to the fuzz that comes from switches box. And when the switch is on, the connection is this two fuzz is connected. So this is one fuzz this is a one fuzz wire with one fuzz that goes like this. The electricity goes like this, and this goes here to the lamp. And here zero that also goes to the lamp and also connected, so the light is turned on, sorry, the light is shining. So when switch is off, so the connection is lost between these phases and the light is off. So pretty simple. And the last question, very important: how to find fuzz? Fuzz in order to connect the proper wires. There is a good device, some special screwer that can be used to check it to check in order to check the fuzz wire or not the fuzz. The lighter here is shining when the the part of the screwer connected touched with the wire, and finger is on this like button. Also very good thing, this device that can be used in order to call, to perform such a calling in the wires. Very good thing for this is a very good device for electricians and for electronics, for some to perform some repairing works. uh, and also how to find the fuzz. We can use this simple device, screwer, special screwer, and try to touch here or just near the connected near the connected wires. They have like these things, some small boxes, and it is not actually possible uh, to just try to touch the wires. I mean bare wire. It is not possible to find bare wire here and perform touching. And master uh, propose me the following: go to the lamp and remove the lamp and try to touch here, and understood where is the fuzz here in this side. And after discovering that, for example, the fuzz here, this wire, we can just uh, look what this wire, uh, what the color has this wire, and we can by this color uh, understand that here, for example, with this color also fuzz. And another way also to determine uh, which wires are have which types. We can investigate switch box, and we can check we can check um, we can investigate bus in the switch box, and here there are two buses, one for zeros and one for grounds. The grounds in general, in a good style, when some good specialists are preparing the connection, there is a style, code style, that grounds wires with grounds has green or yellow colors, and another bus with another color. Generally, this is blue, as I said, uh, blue with the zeros. So another colors is for fuzz. Different colors may be used. Maybe might be used. So For here, I am finishing. Thank you very much for being with me. Sergey, thank you very much for the information. It is very useful and I will apply it very soon when everything will be with me. I mean, everything to be installed. I also have to buy the switch, new switch, and I also have to replace the ventilator, and I will do this soon. Thank you very much for the consultation. Very, very useful. And And one more time, I have to say that when you work with electricity, please be very careful. This is very dangerous. And please use the specialist, ask specialist to help you. Thank you very much for being with me. Hello from Moscow. Wish a good time. Be happy, be healthy, and be energetic. And go to your aims. Go to your aims. Go to your aims. Wish you good luck. Bye.